We're twinsies.
Yes,
The best
matching
sweater
sweater.
ever. What is up, BVB Army? Welcome back to our channel, BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. I am Ruth.
And I'm Nicole.
Happy December!
Every December, I'm trying not to sneeze here. It's December. This year is literally almost over.
Almost over, and
By 2023.
I know I've seen some people on Twitter countdowning to the prophet's birthday.
Oh, yes. Oh, I did see that too. And I saw some people do like the Happy Andy Black Friday. I thought that was
Yes,
cute.
I saw that. That made me laugh so hard. But yeah, but we're in December, guys.
Yes. Snowy weather, unless you're on like never
Texas.
eat soggy waffles west side and like south side. Then you're probably always getting sun or maybe even rain, but
I
it's the
got snow.
holiday. Still
Well,
waking up here.
we are still waking up. My coffee hasn't quite kicked in yet. So, but anyway, we are here, BBB Army. What kind of a fun episode. So we have decided, since we are approaching the end of the year here soon, with December of 2023 ending, we thought, hey, why don't we just have almost like a recap like YouTube does, only BBB recap style.
Exactly. We are going to go over the entire year of what Black Veil Brides has accomplished. Where do we even start?
We start from January, February, March. Yes, disclaimer, if we do forget anything that BBB did over this year, we do deeply apologize. You know, when it comes to finding out what everything that happened, it's hard. I mean, I know the guys had their individual projects too, but it was like, I mean, come on, it's hard to keep track of what all of them do every single year. I mean, I think for the most part, Nicole and I got like the main bullets, like the main ones for sure that was announced this year or what they gave in us this year. But again, if we miss something like small or something, we apologize. I'm sure we will. So if we're sorry if we missed it.
January. They had a merch drop that came out in January due to Wretched and Divine's 10-year anniversary, which was the Born a Saint collection, limited edition too, by the way.
And that was Rockin' Fox. What's that company? I can't remember.
Oh my gosh, that the Rockin' Fockin'.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Every time I want to say it, I feel like I'm saying something inappropriate. So Rockin' Foxin, yeah,
no.
that's the 10-year, right? Yeah.
Yes, that is the 10-year one.
Yeah, I know. And I was very lucky enough to get one of the long sleeve shirts due to them restocking it. So thank you. I would deeply appreciate the 10-year anniversary of the Wretched and Divine merch collection. So
yes, that is true. Yeah, they did restock it for anyone that did not know, which is super sweet of them to do.
yes. And I mean, going with that, yes, this year marked the 10-year anniversary of Wretched and Divine. Hence, we made a long video of going over that era. And, you know, just the fact that Wretched and Divine turned 10 this year was like, whoa, mind blowing. It's like, where did the time go?
It's crazy to think that it's been that long because I swear it seems like just yesterday Wretched and Divine came out.
And I do appreciate on the anniversary day, January 8th, that Andy posted some screenshots of emails that he was sending back and forth to the other guys and the producers, like his idea for this album. So obviously all fans appreciate those, Andy, of your thoughts and your notebook doodles and stuff when you have it for each album. So
it's always great to get like those little behind the scenes stuff of like the making of the album.
Yep. Another thing that I got from January is that they, on January 10th, they announced the Sonic Temple announcement that they were going to perform in May, so a festival. So they announced that in January, so that I'm sure whoever went to that festival had an amazing time. This was, I guess this is kind of like a little solo. I mean, it happened, but Andy went on this Twitch stream, Nikki Turnal or something, where they were going over TikTok and stuff. I don't know if you saw clips of that on YouTube. you can look it up. And I like how I think for most fans who know what I'm talking about, there's that one clip and you can find it on YouTube where the guy, the host, is like, talking about Machine Gun Kelly, and it's like, is he rock or something? Like, and he's like, no, no. So,
I know what you're talking about
yeah.
now. Okay.
So that was the Twitch stream that he did, and I know also on the stream, obviously everybody will know Andy's has a TikTok and stuff, and so they were discussing his TikTok and his video clips that he's been posting and stuff. So
I love Andy's TikTok. I love how sarcastic it is.
I love the makeup where he was like, okay, I'm going to show you guys how to do the Wretched and Divine makeup, all the angles off. And I love when he's like, I'm going to do the pizza slice here.
Little pizza slice. I know. And then we're like, oh, great. So glad that we can't see it being done.
Thank you, Andy, for exposing the brands and everything. Thank you so much. We've just been waiting it for years.
We finally got it.
One thing I do remember in January, so now looking back at it, BVB technically did start teasing out that they were going to go on tour with VV. Okay, we just didn't know it at the time, but they were teasing it out from the beginning of this year, because I think the Black Veil Bride's Twitter account made a post about VV's new album and stuff, and like you should go check it out, and etc. And I mean, little did we know that was, I think, the first teaser, like, hey, we're gonna tour with him, so listen to his album.
You know, and that's the thing, is I didn't even think like, oh yeah, you know, they're gonna, it's little Easter eggs like that we don't think about.
No, now this coming up years, like, okay, if they post something of someone's album, because they rarely do that, that's a big hint.
I know, it's like, hello, it's in your face.
It's been in your face this whole time. You guys just didn't use your math or BVB math. You know how there's girl math, guy math, teacher math, BVB math.
It's a thing. It's real.
February. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Okay, so fun thing about February. February 14th is when BVB went to the UK and started the UK tour over there for their little tour over there. And I know you know that there was another merch collection drop on this day too.
Yes, the Set the World on Fire merch collection. Yes. That was my favorite drop that they did this year.
It was the Rebel Love song, remember?
What was it? The Rebel Love song?
The Rebel Love song, because that's when
yeah.
they had the sweatpants and stuff and the shirts of like Andy's screenshot and how it looked like Carrie in a way.
Yes, that's right. See, my bad. I was skipping.
I know, there were
Rebel Love song collection. I know. I was like, is it on fire? Nope. Rebel Love song collection. That is right. Yeah, the shirt. I wanted the shirt so badly, but the sweats.
Cool. I mean, the sweats. Come on. Honestly, guys,
the
like.
shirt did.
When they dropped that they were having BVB sweats, I mean, come on, I feel like OG fans, even newer fans, like, oh my god, I needed that, because I missed out on the first run when you have the original, the first set. So
but now, question, because obviously they did a restock of the Rebel Love song merch drop. Do you notice how on the picture though it shows the sweats were black? And that's what got me confused. Yeah.
Oh, I just recall I recall when they were promoting it was like a gray color, so I was fully on expecting the gray color. No, as I recall all the promo photos I saw in their advertising and stuff, it showed like a gray, not a black. Unless I'm colorblind.
No, I think it was on their Twitter that I saw it. And I think it's when they did the restock, when they're like, oh, it showed black, and that's what like got me confused. Right here, black, it's black.
It is black. It's black. I completely did not see that because I just had them already. So I'm like, oh, what? Yeah. Okay.
Like, okay, but when they're on their original on their first limited edition drop with that, they advertised it as gray, but when they did the back in stock, it was black. But I think if you bought them, it was gray.
Yeah, they're gray. I don't think anyone does have, like, if anyone in the fandom right now does have a black Rebel Love song sweatpants, please let us know, because so far everyone that did get one is gray, like a dark gray.
Yeah, so I don't know. The black would have been really cool, but I'm happy with the gray. But I don't know if that was like maybe just like a
I honestly probably missed that, because like here I am who got it on the first batch and it got expected the gray, and so when I saw the restock, I'm like, I just overlooked it. I didn't even bother looking at it.
It wasn't until going to do research I was like, why are those black? Because like at first I legit clicked on it because I was like, wait a minute, maybe like by chance they're like, no, obviously it's gone. But I was like, why is it black?
I mean, hey, we both have the pair. I have the sweats. Finally, you have now 2 sweats. So there you go.
I got the Rebel Love song ones. I literally got that on the restock though. You guys,
did. I remember
for the restock.
No, what? Because
That's the thing.
we talked about it. Remember, we made a video of talking about the in the end, and then the Rebel Love Song
Yeah.
merch, and then how we said like, oh, we got it with the restock, not the first time. Well, I got the 10-year anniversary Wretched and Divine with the restock. You got those sweatpants on the restock.
That's right, we did. We both of our eras, we got them on the restock. That's too silly.
But wonderful, wonderful merch collection right there. BVB, we need more sweatpants, we need leggings, we need booty shorts, and just more of those type of comfort things. I'm just saying, because we love the t-shirts, but bottoms, we need more bottoms. Just a suggestion. Bottoms.
I know this might be too much to ask for, but like skinny jeans, imagine like the BVB logo like on like the butt pockets, or even just like on the front pockets. That'd be so cool.
Or just BVB, like make a blanket. I did see that on same in February 21st is when the orchestra version of Savior 2 was released, when they did that. So
I do want to ask, do you prefer regular Savior 2 or do you like the orchestra version?
Oof, that's a tough one.
I mean, I know you like both.
They're both like, honestly, I would say this is the original because I just listened to nonstop. Don't get me wrong, the orchestra version is also beautiful too. I don't know. I just like more of the electricity feel of the guitars and drums and stuff instead of just not acoustic, but you know what I mean.
No, I definitely get you. Like, I agree. I do like both, but I find myself listening to the original Savior 2 above the orchestral version. But every now and then I try to like listen to it again because it is really beautiful.
Right.
March.
I have a couple good things in March. I feel like, for one, let's just start off the Outcast merch collection that dropped in March.
That was a must have and must needed for a long time merch drop.
The fact that they just came out with it was shirt and hoodie that said Outcast in the front, and then had Andy's handwritings in the back from the intro call to arms from We Stitch These Wounds. Like, that was just nostalgia feeling, period. As soon as I saw it, nostalgia.
I think the Outcast shirt is probably one of my favorite shirts that I own from Black Veil Brides.
Really?
I don't know why. There is just
so
something
simple compared to all the shirts you have.
Okay, that's the thing. It's hard because they have so many good shirts, but like that one definitely is top 5. I'm not gonna lie. And I think it's because it does bring back so much nostalgia, and I feel like it's a shirt that I wanted in high school.
Oh.
All of us OG fans needed that.
I know. I got the hoodie, Nicole got the shirt. I think it's just so awesome because like I can wear it out, and like people who know it. It's like an inside thing that fans know. Like if they read it, like that's Black Veil Brides. Because like for outside perspective, like, okay, Outcast, okay, there's a cool message in the back, whatever. But for BVB fans, we know it.
God, it's one of those had to be their moments, you know?
It really is. I do want to mention one thing that did happen in March that I think we have to mention just because it happened in March. Come on, Nicole, read my mind.
Oh, I'm reading your mind. Who did we have on the podcast, Ruth? Who did we have?
We had Andy himself come in our podcast in March. If I remember correctly, because the episode didn't come out until like the 27th or something. I can't remember that next coming Wednesday. But we had with the filming day with Andy was on a Friday, and I think it was March 25th. I could be wrong though.
I think you're accurate on that. I ain't gonna lie though, my anxiety was so bad. It was one of those, most people would be like, I want the days to hurry up and get here. I was really wanting the days to just slow down because I was scared for that. I was scared for the day
of like leading up to, oh my God, knowing that we're going to speak to Andy was crazy. Like I literally, I'm not ashamed of it. I took a personal day off of work because I will take that day or a sick day to talk with Andy Biersack. Like, no question about it. I was going to make it work one way or another.
Oh, there's no way you would have missed that. You would have anything. If you were out of personal days, you would have called in sick.
I would have called in sick immediately. I should not advise that. But if you're meeting your hero, would advise.
Yeah, if you're going to be interviewing your hero, like I would happily get fired from work for that. I don't even care.
No, but like we had Andy, and he was honestly like, every fan that you meet of Black Veil Brides and you ask them, how is Andy? What do you think of Andy? I feel like the most majority felt like he's very genuine, very smart, intellectual. Like he is all about, yes, intimidating because his piercing blue eyes are looking at you. But
I know, because he just stares at you and it's like he's literally, you're like, hey, sir, you don't need to read into my soul. Thank you.
honestly, just that for us in March was truly amazing to have him. Like, we just never thought in a million years we would have him on. Like, that soon, I should say.
That was honestly like rather exciting. Like as you said, I didn't think that's something that would happen like at all. Only because like he's such a busy person. So it's like I just didn't think he'd have time.
Yep. It was, again, Andy, thank you for coming on our show. We deeply appreciate it. It was truly just an amazing time, and definitely a core memory I will never forget. You know how people have bucket lists, and like most fans, like, I want to meet my celebrity, I want to meet my hero. Like, that's everyone's. I feel like if that's everyone's on bucket list, I did not know I would be able to cross them.
Yeah. Like it's so cool. We've got we literally have 3 down, 2 more to go.
2 more to go. So
April.
I would say the only thing with April was Jinx was posting those trailers, like those horror trailers on like TikTok and on his story on Instagram. But that's like really, I feel like the only thing that happened for the whole month.
then we get into May, which is now where Jinx announced his movie project.
Yes, for anyone that doesn't know, Jinx was working on a horror film. I think right now they were unfortunately they weren't able to like meet their goal, so it's kind of at a standstill. Not to mention they are on tour currently, so that kind of puts a halt onto it. But hopefully we'll be able to see that movie up and running. I hope.
Or just even
like,
get
I
like
love
an
horror
update, because
movies.
I know because a lot happened during the month of May. I know Jinx was promoting it as much as he could. Jinx went on live with his friend on Instagram. Like, he had a particular day, I forgot like what days he did, and then I know later on that night he also did Twitch streams too, promoting the movie and stuff. It was really cool because I know during the lives and stuff, he would do a couple of giveaways. Like, I think it was one for donations or perks for the Indiegogo campaign they have for the movie, and then I won one of the giveaways where he gave out a signed copy of the Phantom Tomorrow, and I got one of his like coats that he wore on stage during the UK tour, which was really amazing. So thank you, Jinx, for that. That was awesome. I am hoping that after when Jinx comes back from tour right now in wherever they are, because I know they're in Europe somewhere. I'm hoping like once he comes back, get some time off to kind of like, get back into routine, like re-energize and stuff, that there will be some news of like what's happening to the film, because I know when the Indiegogo stopped, I know fans could still like watch like a trailer, I wanted to say, but then that got postponed and stuff. So I am hoping that once again when Jinx comes back, like he meets with his friend again, and then they figure out like, okay, how are we going to make this into reality, because the story concept is really cool, and I really would love to see this movie come alive and actually see, or at least see what Jinx experienced in his childhood home growing up. So
That's what I was about to say. I think it would be really cool to like, because when you're watching this film, you're literally watching it through Jinx's eyes, which I think is going to be like a really interesting concept. And so I do know in May, he also, like, while he did do like Twitch streams and go live on Instagram, I think he also went on a few podcasts. He did go on the Andy show.
He did.
And he did go on a podcast with, I don't remember their name, but I think they were like one of the guitarists for like Avenged Sevenfold, I believe.
Yeah, he went on a couple of like Twitch streams, like drinks with something and stuff to talk about it. And then obviously he went on another one to talk about his epilepsy. But like, you were right about him going. I did watch the Andy show when he went on to promote this project. So again, Jinx, we're hoping we hear some updates on that project, and once you get back and settle back in after tour. So
yes, that would be amazing. Hopefully it could just get up, you and Joss can get it up and running again, would be fantastic.
I do know on May 22nd, I saw that BVB posted the trailer of the Ouija board of the teaser of the North America tour with VV and DD.
I know, and everyone was like, what does it mean?
Yeah, because like you
so
see the Ouija board, it's like going to B, V, B, V, V.
No, I like that was a really cool trailer, and
I love
I
that
think that's
trailer.
kind of also what confused people with Jinx's movie.
Yeah, it was, they were so close, and the similar vibes are like, they were like, is it corresponding? It was not, but and then obviously for most fans, like towards the end of May is when the North America with Black Veil Brides, VV and DD was announced. Tour dates were announced.
Yeah, that's when they went ahead and did like that other trailer clip of like Black Veil Brides and VV together.
The Morning Heart. I thought that, yeah.
Yeah, the Morning Heart.
Yeah. That was really cool. And I felt like May they were just announcing a lot of tour dates, because not only was the North America tour announced and stuff, but they also announced the world tour, like going back to Mexico and then to Europe.
Yeah.
So,
which is really exciting. They've had such an eventful year, to be honest.
Touring, honestly, so much touring. Like, I feel like this tour that they're ending right now in Europe has been their longest, because I feel like they've been to places like Barcelona they haven't been to for so long.
I was seeing these places in the UK, and I'm just like, holy crap! Like, as you said, Barcelona, Paris, Switzerland. I'm like, I mean, I think it's great though.
It's awesome that they're going to these places, which I'm sure they have fans there that have been dying for them to come back. And so I'm sure when these dates were announced, international fans are like, finally, thank God. Because like I have a BVB fan who I talk to from time to time, Anna, or I can't remember. I think her name is Anna. I'm sorry if I totally butchered it, but she lives in Italy, and so when she found out that BVB is coming near her, she totally freaked out, because she's been a huge fan of Black Veil Brides, and now that she's never seen them because we're her location, and but she was so excited that she finally saw them. She messaged me like, I'm so happy I finally met them and stuff. And like, I was so happy for her, because she's been a fan for so long, just never gotten a chance to see them live because due to the location and for them traveling, and for them to come near her, for her to see them for the first time. I think it's amazing for a lot of first time fans to go see them live.
And that's what I think is great about like the world tour is, as you just said, there are so many fans in these other countries where bands don't tour very often. It is rare. So to be able for Black Veil Brides to get that chance to go to these other countries, and for those fans to get the opportunity to see their favorite band live, that is so awesome.
I think it's sweet and it's amazing. It just melts my heart to see all these first, like, long-term fans finally seeing them first live in a concert and meeting them during VIP.
Of course. I think it's exciting for Black Veil Brides too, to be able to meet these fans from other countries, and just to be able to see these countries in general. They also did do like another special merch drop of just one limited edition t-shirt in May. It was the Bats t-shirt.
Yeah, the Bats Day t-shirts. I may have ordered that too during their Cyber Monday sale.
So like, obviously your girl wanted that shirt, but I won't say who. But I was told by someone to not order it because someone might have already gotten it for me. So I don't know exactly 100%.
How did I forget? I honestly forgot that.
Yeah, so like that's why I don't have it, and it's kind of one of those. I'm like,
I just
am I getting gift? Huh?
I ordered mine during the Monday Cyber.
I legit, because like it's freaking bats, and it's a coffin, and it's a skull, and it's Black Veil Bride. It's like everything that I love, and I wanted to order it so badly. But yeah, being told not to, I was like, okay, so I didn't, and I like low key a part of me like regretted that, because I'm like, but
I'm sure one way or another, Nicole, since you don't have that Bats Day shirt that they came out, you're going to get it. So I have a hunch you're going to get it.
Yeah. I thought that was a really cool merch.
It's a really cool shirt, and I'm super excited. I was able to purchase it during their Cyber Monday sale, so I'm excited for that, and obviously the other stuff I ordered.
Last thing of May, I actually think it was on the beginning. Andy actually was a guest on Whiplash. Yeah, he was like the guest on Whiplash. That was on if I'm not mistaken, it was on TV, yeah.
Yeah, there was like a certain channel like on cable you had to get or something. I can't remember, but I do remember seeing like trailers and promos of him coming on, because I think one of the promos was like the group of the team or whatever, a part of that show. We're looking at knives and pens. Not like a physical knife and a pen. And just making a joke about it.
Yeah, so I know that was just an extra little thing for May.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
June.
There's a lot, I would say, that possibly did happen in June. Let's start with June 8th, which I feel like a lot of people know. The Temple of Love song came out. Same with the music video that was premiered on TikTok only, specifically.
Which I know bummed a lot of fans out, especially. Because TikTok, yes, but wasn't it also a live thing on Instagram too?
I know we made a video about it, and I know we talked about it. They did go live on Instagram, but I think either it was just technology issues because they went live and then we couldn't hear it for a while. I kept glitching and stuff, so I think people just left Instagram Live to go on TikTok because people heard it was the video was uploaded on TikTok in separate parts. So there was that. And obviously I felt bad because leading up to it, there was a couple of leaks of the song audio already out due to.
See, that's the thing. I don't understand why people leak things. It's like I get that some people are so excited, but it's like, why?
But the song itself, that it was a collaboration with VV and a Temple Love song. I know I said my opinions when we discussed this on an episode that we did, but I honestly wish we could have seen more of the environment layout of the music video because I know on TikTok we can only see the vertical sections of it. So
yeah, I know. I mean, I thought it was like, I understand why, because it was like a new tactic, instead of on YouTube, posted on TikTok. But like, I think we agreed that like what disappointed a lot of fans was seeing it in parts and not like as a whole collective.
yeah, and like I'm sure there was things that have happened behind the scenes, but like obviously we saw Andy, we saw VV, maybe 3 seconds of CC and close-ups of Lonnie, Jake, and Jinx, and just not seeing them. So I think that kind of also bummed out a lot of fans too because we just didn't see them.
Yeah, because it was more of like I think it was more correlated to like a dance, which the
Yeah.
dance was
Interesting.
yeah, it was unique. I wanted to do the dance really badly, but it was hard to follow because you couldn't. Yeah, that's like like it was kind of hard to follow, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, it was a cool
Couldn't
idea.
see everything.
I understand they wanted to take a different approach. It's just I will admit I had mixed feelings about it. So
And that's completely fair. I'm just glad that they, Andy at least got to do something with Phoebe. I mean,
True.
that's pretty cool.
That is cool. Merch drop. Your merch drop now came out this month.
Yeah, Set the World on Fire anniversary merch drop, you guys. This was I think specifically like Fallen Angels related. You can get like the Fallen Angels platinum plaque, or you can get the Fallen Angels short sleeve shirt, or I think they had a long sleeve version of it too.
Yeah.
I got the short sleeve, and it's such a cool shirt, I'm not gonna lie. Like the gray is the same kind of gray as like the Rebel Love Song sweatpants. I was thrilled because Set the World on Fire. Yay.
Yes. They did an anniversary collection for that. I do remember seeing those shirts. I don't get me wrong, I did like that, but I think at the time it was due to money and also spending money on it in the ends type stuff. I'm like, I'm okay, I'll pass on this one.
I had to. It was my era.
I know, I get it. I
spend
completely
money.
understand. It's your era. I'm the same way when it comes to my era collection, so no judgment whatsoever.
Yeah, I believe that was like it was the 12-year anniversary of Set the World on Fire. Yes. 12 years.
Obviously, June 17th, International Black Veil Brides Day. Lovely day to celebrate.
Of course, you have to celebrate International Black Veil Brides Day. Believe that they just released like the normal the Knives and Pens music video, and
I know.
I think that was just it.
Yeah, I think they
not released it. I'm sorry. I mean, like they just reposted it.
Reposted it.
I think they posted Knives and Pens.
They posted behind the scene photos of Andy working with Patrick and just what happened behind the scenes and stuff. I wish, and I know there is footage of behind the scenes of making Knives and Pens, and I think fans need to see that. I know it exists. It has to. They need to release that to the fans.
I think a behind the scenes music video for Knives and Pens would be the dopest thing to watch, and I feel like that's something a lot of OG fans would appreciate.
I would deeply appreciate.
Gotta be a thing.
Has to be a thing. Like, let's post that for this coming up BVB day.
When I said like Andy was on the Whiplash thing, and I was like, was that on TV? Yeah, I was mixing it up with the Powerhouse TV that he was on for June.
Whoops.
So if I say
okay.
that,
I honestly forgot about it, so I was just agreeing with you. So, but I do remember him doing it. So
yeah, that's Mobby, everyone. Yeah, the Andy was on TV for Powerhouse TV that was released in June. Mobby.
August. I have to do a couple things in August. I think for one that month.
Wait, did we just skip July?
I don't think there was anything. Was there anything in July? Sorry, I'm just going with my notes. Was there anything in July? Sorry, anything in July? Because I didn't catch anything in July.
Maybe there wasn't. I think maybe in July they were just doing a bunch of I think the only thing in July was on July 20th. I think Rock Sound, was like a happy anniversary to the release
Oh
and
yeah.
restitch these wounds.
I
But I
think
think that was the only thing that came about in July. So other than that, they kind of did a lot of reposts
I
of
think
like the tours and
yeah,
like
I think
tickets
they
and
were just
stuff.
like getting ready for tour and stuff. August?
August.
August. Do you have a couple things in August? I know number one, they had the In the End merch collection drop with the Legion of Black mask. They had long sleeve, a hoodie, and a short sleeve of the Legion of Black with Rich and Divine. And they also had come out with the In the End plaque too, what's similar to Set the World on Fire too. So I think it's still out there like for $300. But one day, maybe one day. But I think it's really cool. I like the In the End collection, what they did with the Legion of the Black mask on it. I had my eye on that. I could not afford it at the time, but I know we're skipping forward, but hey, they had their recent 40% sale and they restocked it, so I may have ordered some.
I'm really glad they still have them in stock because it is a really cool it's a cool sweater that they have. You got the sweater, or did you get the tee?
No, I got the long sleeve shirt and
You got the long sleeve.
I
You
got
got
the
the
long
long
sleeve
sleeve.
shirt and I also got the short sleeve sweater with just the Legion of Black for my boyfriend because he really loves the Legion of Black because it reminds him of an Oni mask. So
Oni.
Oni's. My
Oni.
apologies.
Oni. Oni. I do like the front design of the Legion long sleeve. It's really cool because it almost looks like it could be like the way the design is on the side of the mask looks like it could be like like an ugly Christmas sweater in a way.
But it's a really cool design. I like it.
It is very cool. The Legion mask is just awesome.
It's I know we need an episode all about this, but on August 29th, Black Veil Brides released their beautiful, beautiful music video of Lost Doll concert edition type style. So at the London show
Yes.
with Lilith Star. I failed to mention that.
And I think they did tease it in one of the prior months. I think when they were mentioning like going back to like UK or whatever, they had like a snippet
Yeah, they
of
did
the
have a
overlay
snippet
for it, and we were like, wait a
No, that I know we made a video episode about it, but like honestly, it was a true masterpiece. Like we got spoiled with that music video because obviously for fans who don't know, if you watch the Legion of the Black movie, there is a small clip of when they do the Lost Doll music, I guess music part of that. So now to have this on YouTube or like this live show in London with the Lazar.
Well, that's the thing too, is the fact of it being a live show for a music video is I feel once again, I know we talked about it, but it's just so rare I feel for Black Veil Brides, and those live music video performances I feel are just so underrated.
They're so amazing. I love what they did with it and stuff. And just like, I know Andy asked us in his episode when we had him, was like, oh, if you could go to any BVB show that you saw. Yeah, it was that one. For me, at
Yeah,
least. So
it would have been that one.
well, those
For
lucky ducks
sure.
in London. I hope you guys are so lucky to experience that.
I really love the confetti drop.
Yeah. Maybe one day, Nicole. Maybe one day.
One day it will happen.
One day. One more thing that I would say happened in August. Read my mind again.
We reached 100 episodes and had a special guest on too.
Had the only one, CC Christian Coma, on our show for our guest for our 100th episode here, and it was.
I know it was like this has just been such a crazy, chaotic year. I never thought that we'd get 2 Black Veil Bride members on in 1 year.
The fact that I heard news that we were able to get Cece, like I was so happy. Honestly, I think I was just more excited for you just to meet him and talk to him because like I kind of talked to him a little bit through the Skype calls and stuff, and he's so sweet and everything. And so I was just like, when he agreed to come on, I was like, oh my god, yes, 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 yes. Like I was so excited, mostly just for you, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was excited, but I was most excited for you.
He was really easy to talk to, honestly. Like he's just I feel like he's definitely the same as Andy. He's very genuine and everything. And he just like, I don't know, he makes it really easy. Like, Andy, you make it easy too. You're just very intimidating and it's scary.
I think there's like 2 ways because like I remember when we're leading up to meet with CC and stuff and to talk to him and also just to have it. Like I remember just sitting on my chair like I was like, yes, I was nervous, but I was just full on just excited because like I've talked to him before, so like I kind of knew what I was stepping into, but I was just so full on excited. And then I saw his name come up and like, so I mean, maybe I'm biased because I love him. So
No, but that makes sense. So the fact that you've been able to have like the opportunity to like sit and have Skype calls with him, like I'm pretty sure that like eases your nerves a lot. So like having him come on the podcast was probably absolutely like nothing. I know anxiety's still there a little bit, but I think the only thing that got me so mad was like,
yeah,
damn it, cut it out. It was so bad.
it's okay. He was very sweet about it. And again, Cece, thank you for coming on, especially for our 100th episode. That meant a lot for us, and just for you to take time out, and honestly just to get you more and stuff. Like I learned new things when we had you on, and sir, your talent to identify critters, spectacular.
I feel like we learned a lot about Cece. Like I didn't know about the whole like animal sanctuary, and like that just like melted my heart because that is something that I have always wanted to do myself. So I'm like, what? That's so cool.
I love it. And obviously I love his answers for the fire liquid question.
I know.
I learned some things there where I'm like, I didn't know he loved these things, like the ruby red squirts.
It's really cute to like hear what their answers would be for the liquids.
I know, it was awesome. So thank you again, Cece. That was truly another core memory I will never forget either. So
That's once again, cross it off the bucket list too.
he's so sweet.
September.
Temple of Love cover song, for anyone that doesn't know, there was a remix that was done by Morgith Beats.
Yes. It was pretty cool. I liked it. Honestly, I don't know. Like there's parts of good, like I go back and forth. Like there's parts from the original Temple of Love song I like, and then the remix there's like, oh, I really love what they did. That's this part. So I kind of go back and forth. Which one's my favorite?
Yeah, kind of like the Savior 2 and the orchestra version, back and forth, you know? You got a best of both worlds.
Best. I do know that on September, on the 10th, is when the official North America tour started with BB and DD. Yes. So that's when the tour started. One thing I just remembered, and I know we're in September, but August, BVB was in Mexico City, and that's when we saw the signature red seat that Andy wore. I know it's something small, but I had to mention that.
See, okay, I think the reason we might have failed to mention it is because, like, at the beginning, we were like, oh, they mentioned, you know, they started the tour. They're mentioning
it was hard to keep track. It's hard to keep because I know they went to Mexico for a little bit, and that's when we saw, hello, Andy wearing a red suit during the Mexico tour.
I know. He brought it back, and we were all like, yes.
Again, those lucky ducks over in Mexico.
I know. I know.
It was beautiful photos, Andy.
They get the red suit. They get the vengeance. What the heck?
Yeah.
October.
I do know in October that Black Veil Brides got added to the Sick New World Festival.
I saw that in Las Vegas. They're going to go to another festival at the Sick, on tour thing in Las Vegas. When does that happen? I forgot when that
in April. Happens. It's next year in April.
There's that. I know during October is when they were still touring in North America, and that's when I forgot which show, but they had to take basically a week off due to sickness, unfortunately. And I know a lot of fans were, devastated, which we completely understand, but that was one thing that they had to deal with during tours, the sickness, where they basically took a week off.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, it is unfortunate, but like you guys got to remember, at the end of the day, they're human. You want them to like be okay. We don't want them to perform sick and then end up in the hospital.
Right. So that was that, unfortunate. Luckily, they were able to recover and get back on tour. So yay on that. I also know in October, I think it was October, please anyone correct me if I'm wrong, that the Grammys, they were up for consideration for the Grammys for Savior 2.
I think that was in October. It's either
I was looking on my Twitter. I think I posted in October.
So I think it was October. I think it was more towards the end of October that they were up for the consideration of the Grammys, which, just saying, they should have won. But I
mean, okay, I know they should have at least gotten into the list for nominations, but I would say it's about time that at least the Grammys, something that big, has like considered bands like that and Motionless to get, and that for at least for them to be considered is huge. Like, a lot of I feel like they've just been thrown here off to the side, like, hey, we exist. And for the Grammys to recognize, like, hey, we'll consider you, is huge. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, about time. I'm just saying.
Oh, I agree. And I do agree with you on it being huge. I think for them to even be considered, it's like at least they're being acknowledged.
Mm-hmm. Also, I know in October they had another merch collection drop. It was the one
Which
with
one
the
was that?
Never Give. Is it Never Given? I can't. Is the one with the skull and the snake? Remember? Not Afraid to Die. That's what it was.
Not Afraid to Die. Okay.
Yeah,
They did surprise us with so many limited edition merch drops this year.
it was. And don't get me wrong, I like the shirt. I don't know. I think at the time, plus with money, and also because you and Hudson came over and we saw Black Veil Brides together again in October, which was amazing. Yeah, money was spent on merch booth over there.
I was about to say, yeah, I spent money at the merch booth hardcore, so
yeah. No, I know the concert, at least when you guys came over for Spokane, was amazing. We got VIP after shows. You got the Jinx Fest. I got to do the Christian Mingle, so it was super awesome.
It was an incredible night.
Mm-hmm. And Lonnie, we also got Lonnie there and stuff. Then signatures. So
yes, we got tattoos. You got CC's. I've added Lonnie's. It's complete. I do know that obviously in October, that's when the North America tour ended too.
Roughly,
so.
yeah, because after us, they only had a couple more shows, and then due to unfortunate things, they also had to cancel a couple of shows in California. So
I think that it wasn't the last two shows they
yeah,
had to
something
cancel.
like that. So again, to all those fans who did have purchase tickets when they were sick or had to cancel, I hope if you did get reimbursed, you did, and I'm pretty sure for next year they're gonna make it up to you for sure. So
exactly, there's always next time.
November. I only found one thing in November. The announcement for Rockfest that they were going to be on for later in the summer. So yeah,
that's what I have. Rockville Fest.
Yeah, Rockville
Which is
Fest.
exciting, though. Yeah. It's great to see them doing festivals again.
It is, and I always hope they have an amazing time. I know, was it Incarcerated that they were performing a couple years ago? Like, I hope it doesn't happen again. I probably told you, but Andy made it on the Andy show where he was like, so yeah, no one picked us up, so we had to take an Uber to the venue.
Are you serious?
Did I not tell you that?
No.
Yeah, I think it was for when they were in Columbus, Ohio. It got downpour rain or something, and then they're at a hotel, and Lonnie was already there because it's Lonnie. He wants to vlog and stuff, so he was not part of that whole deal. But like, I can't remember all the details. But basically, I think it was like someone was supposed to pick them up from the hotel to take them to the venue. No one was showing up. They were like, "What's going on?" And so they had to get like an Uber XL. So here comes an Uber, and Andy's like, "Hi, can you fit us all and take us to the venue?" and stuff. And so they got in this Uber, and then they went to like the gates, and like they were not getting let in, and then a security guard recognized them, like, "Oh, you're Black Veil Brides, yeah, follow me," and stuff. So
I mean, I'm so glad they were able to get there, but damn, that sucks.
I would. Andy was sharing that story. I'm just like, oh my god.
I mean, unfortunate, but you know what? I'm sure that their day was made by that person. They probably made that person's day too.
Probably, but I know with festivals, a lot of things get like, there's a lot happening, so hopefully they don't run into that same issue again with these upcoming festivals. So yeah,
we need to send them all good vibes. The only other thing for November would be them going to UK.
Yeah, I mean, they're right now on tour with Hellstorm, and they're finishing up here soon. So, and then obviously,
who is it? It's Hailstorm and Mothica,
something like that. Yeah, right. I think their last is on the 8th, which probably, when is the 8th? Did it pass?
December 8th is the last. That'd be next Friday.
Yeah, so they're gonna end this coming up week here in Wimbledon, something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, then they get a just very much deserved break.
Much needed deserved break. I can only imagine how exhausted they are, but hey, it looks like none of them really got sick, so which is always a plus. So
God, no, that is amazing. It seems like, because I feel like normally when they do go to like England, it's like the jet lag. There's always something.
When they went to the UK at the beginning of this year, they got horribly sick. Like Jake wasn't even there with the London show during VIP because he was sick.
Second time's a charm.
Yeah, honestly. So, and then obviously we're in December right now. I think the only big news is that they're wrapping up right now at the World Tour in London right now with Hailstorm and stuff. So I'm sure. And we're going to see photos here soon of how amazing that show was and stuff, what they're doing. Because I know Hellstorm has mentioned they're going to put some big things on their performances that they've never done. So it makes me wonder if, is BVB gonna do the same? Are they gonna play a song and stuff? Like,
that would actually be pretty cool. Have you been seeing a lot of the really neat photographs that have been posted of Black Veil Brides in England? They have got some crazy shots.
I love the fact that they're just having an amazing time. No one got really sick and stuff. And I mean, I'm just happy for them because I feel like they're just enjoying life over there, exploring all these new places. I'm sure Lonnie is. I've been seeing his posts of going all to these historical places, beautiful artwork and architect and stuff. I know he posts. I know it was Jinx who posted a photo where he went with Lonnie to a specific place and made a very nice post and caption about it. So
yeah, I think it's something that a lot of people can probably definitely check out on Lonnie's YouTube vlogs.
yes, it's fun.
I'm sure he's gonna upload them.
Yeah, I think they're just having an amazing time, but I also think like they just want to come back home. I know Cece's happy because Alex is there. I don't know for how long, but Alex did come over to meet up with him, and so they've been doing their own thing and stuff. So I feel like they've been happy together. I'm like, yeah. So
it seems like this second time around has been nothing but just absolute amazing time for them, and that genuinely makes me so happy. And I'm glad that like no shows had to get canceled for England. Like that's also a big bonus.
That is a big bonus.
That was Black Veil Brides 2023. We're still in December. They could release some holiday stuff. I would hope. If not, it's okay. But you know, like
BVB, please. We need a holiday collection at least. Like you gave us the ornaments last year.
I know. Like, can we get some
more sweaters,
wrapping paper, and sweaters? And they also did the earrings. Well, it was Hot Topic that did the earrings.
Hot Topic that did it. Yeah. I also want a stocking, maybe.
A Black Veil Bride stocking? Yes, please.
Please. Because we live in these sweatshirts, but if we have this similar design in a stocking.
That would be my new stocking for sure, hands down. Black Veil Brides 2023, there's your recap. A lot went on.
A lot of touring, I would say, this year for them for sure.
Oh my gosh. I feel like this has been their biggest tour that they have done in a while. I feel like Trinity of Terror was a huge tour, but I feel like this kind of beats it out.
No, I think the reason why we think Trinity of Terror was because they had 3 legs and they just specifically went to North America. This one was bigger because not only did they did North America, they did Mexico, they went all around Europe and stuff. So yeah.
Europe twice in 1 year. That's a lot.
And I mean, I know all of us fans are here waiting to see like what's going to happen in 2024. Like we know they're going to be in some festivals right now. We know that from Jake from his Twitch streams are working on a new albums, maybe new musics or singles or music videos for next year. Obviously new merch we're hoping. Looking at you, BVB. Cosmetic makeup? Maybe. You've been teasing us with that. I swear. You even met the owner of one makeup company, and I'm just like, oh.
Maybe it's in the works. Maybe it is.
You better, please. You don't know how much we need this. I need this. Nicole needs this.
Oh my gosh, I will abuse that makeup palette.
There's like part of me is like, if they ever do come out with it, it's like I will either abuse it or never touch it and just keep it in the frame forever.
So you order 2, abuse one, never touch the other, leave it in mint condition.
Please let us know if we did miss anything else during this year. I know obviously the guys probably did some side projects that we probably weren't notified or saw on our radar, but please let us know if we missed anything overall with BVB this year. But I think for the most part we got all of it.
Yeah, I feel like we tried to at least get like a lot of the main things, but if there's any small things, please let us know. I know that I guess one last thing, I think it was for November, getting on the cover of a magazine. What was the magazine called though? Chris was posting about it and he was saying that you can even like order it. Mayhem. They were on the cover of Mayhem.
Yeah, I saw that. So
Volume 12, issue number 2. So that's exciting stuff. Right, BVB Army. Today's fan shout out goes to Tyler Martin. I don't believe they're on Twitter. I only know their Instagram account, which is going to be Tyler Martin 2748. Fan shout out goes to you because I've been just seeing a lot of your posts lately. You are a huge Black Veil Brides fan. You have tattoos galore from your arms, your chest, your legs to your back piece, your Andy Black pack piece. That is humongous.
It
I'm
is
gonna have to like
huge.
showcase some of your tattoos
Yes.
here. Yeah, you're a humongous Black Veil Brides fan. You literally every post that you make is Black Veil Brides. It's either of their music or of like the merchandise or it's of the tattoos. I think that is absolutely incredible. You are a diehard fan. Your loyalty and dedication to them is completely amazing. And I also just want to thank you for also being very hugely supportive of both Ruth and I and of this channel. That means so much to us. Anytime that we can get any kind of support, like we always greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much for being a fan of us and for being a fan of Black Veil Brides. Fan shout out goes to you, Tyler.
Well, BVB Army, we hope you enjoy this episode of all the wonderful stuff and achievements that BVB got this year. I mean, I know we said this multiple times, but we're super excited to see what next year has in hold for them and for us fans. Possibly another tour, music, album, merch, all the fun stuff. So I honestly cannot wait to see what BVB has in store for us next year.
We want it all. I'm really excited. I feel like with the amount of merch drops we got this year, I have a feeling it's only going to get better next year, especially not even just the merch drops, even like the tours, the huge tour that they did this year, the merch drop. I feel like even the little extra stuff that happened, I'm looking forward to next year. I think it's going to be a great year for Black Veil Brides.
I'm really hoping so. And there's a part of me that has like this really hunch. It's like there's going to be a new album, there's going to be a new song, there's going to be a new music video, and I cannot wait. whatever song name it is.
I hope. Oh my gosh, that will just make the year.
And hopefully next year, knock on wood, we somehow get the last two remaining, Jinx or Jake, on our show.
That will be fantastic. We're gonna work hard on that. We're gonna try our best. Worst thing they can do is say no.
The worst thing to do, or it's not a good time, but we let them know during VIP. We just need them to. Them two are missing. Them two,
and they missing. They smiled. And
they
said
smiled
yes.
at us and like they nodded, like yeah, that's true. So like, come on, guys, let's make it happen.
Hey.
Let's make it happen, Jake and Jinx. We need you on. We need to know your answer for the 5 liquid question too, and just everything in general. So
then we're gonna have to bring Lonnie back on just so we can ask him that 5 liquid question.
So Lonnie, thank you for being on. This will take literally 5 minutes. What are your
depending on however long of time he needs to think for those questions.
Lonnie, yeah, this interview is strictly for your 5 liquid question and deepen why.
Oh my god, poor Lonnie.
No, we're kidding, but we will love having Lonnie on, and plus because he was the original first one on, and plus we need him back on, and obviously to ask him that question too. So
just know it's in the works, BVB Army.
In the works. We will be back next week. Just a quick reminder, we are in the month of December. Holidays are coming up here very, very soon, as most people know. Holidays can get a little crazy and busy, so next week will be our last episode for this year on our show before the holidays. So
yeah, but that's okay. We'll be back. Everyone enjoy the holidays.
We will be back. We have plans in the works, and with this last episode, as usual, we're going to be doing the only one birthday episode for Andy. So
I am so excitedly nervous for Andy's birthday trivia.
There's so much on this man, so hopefully we don't get anything incorrect.
Nothing incorrect, and we'll see if we even have the same questions for each other.
I'm gonna make up backup ones just in case, so
maybe I should too.
Well, BVB Army, please, you know what to do. Hit the notification, subscribe to our channel. All of our social media links are down and below. Please go give our Twitter a follow, or Twitter X, whatever. TikTok a follow too. We post snippets, and we're getting ready for the holidays and stuff. So with that, we will see you guys next week.